Hi, my name is Jaleesa Irish, and I am going to be sharing my teaching portfolio. Um, I did find a really nice layout on Teachers Pay Teachers. So it looks really, really nice. And it's uniform throughout the whole portfolio for the most part. Everything that I was able to fit onto a page that had a design. So the front cover is my name and my contact information for right now. This is my cell phone number. Once I am established as a teacher in the district, then I would have a district provided phone number with an extension. I have my table of contents that shows everything that's included in the portfolio. I apologize for the glare. I tried to fix that, but unfortunately there still is a glare. It looks really nice. I really like the layout that I went with. I think it's really pretty and it gives it like a really nice touch. My first page is about me. It just tells some facts about myself, what I'm specializing in, and just a little bit about my personal life, that I have a son. And then here's just another fun like meet the teacher page, a picture of me and my son, and a few fun facts about me. And then I have my introductory letter, my introduction letter. I tweaked this a little bit from when I submitted it for the course, so that it's a little bit more generic for any position that I might be applying for, and not as specific to the classroom that I'm in currently. My teaching philosophy, I was able to fit this on one page with a design on it. This is something that I'm really proud of. Also, I worked really hard on it, and I think that I came up with a lot of good verbiage and talking about my passion in early childhood. Next, I have my resume here. It's pretty, I mean, generic, pretty self-explanatory. I have my experience in different classrooms, and my key responsibilities in those areas, as well as my education and a couple references. This next portion, I'm really grateful for the connections that I've made in my district. I have a letter of recommendation that I asked for from my previous supervisor. She was the supervisor for the Northwest quadrant of Grand Rapids Public Schools when I substituted at Westwood Middle School. So she was like my direct supervisor, the person I went to for any and all questions as I was learning this role that I wasn't necessarily certified in. And she put in a good word for me. I also have another letter of recommendation here from the principal at Westwood. We worked really, really closely together. I really appreciated her believing in me, even when I didn't necessarily believe in myself. In that new role, she mentions things like just my ability to foster strong, trusting relationships with students. She wholeheartedly recommended me for any educational role that I choose to pursue. And my willingness to go above and beyond my duties is exemplified by my daily presence in the cafeteria, sharing meals, and it speaks volumes of my dedication to creating nurturing educational environment. She just spoke really highly of me when I first received this letter of recommendation. I kind of got a little teary because it really just meant a lot. And she offered that to me. I did not ask for it. And that meant even more. And then I wanted to showcase a couple of my achievements at CMU here. I worked really, really hard to maintain a good GPA. And I think that this just kind of showcases that. I am a member of the Society for Collegiate Leadership and Achievement. So that was just within this school year. And then I also have my membership to the Golden Key International Honor Society. That was my first honor society that I had ever been a part of or been offered to be a part of. So that was kind of special. And then I have my lessons plans. I really like the cover page for these, so I tried to use those. Then I included my sequential lesson plan from 557. So that was working with stickers. And then the second part of that was working with Play-Doh. These offer students a chance to use any communication and using the preferred items like stickers and Play-Doh really enhances their want to communicate and use any form of communication to get their needs met or get their preferred item. And then my next lesson plan is about brown bear, brown bear. My subject is communication, language, and early literacy development, and this pertains to print concepts. The goal that I focused on was that children will construct meaning from a text because Brown Bear is a classic, and kids, with so much repetition, it's almost like they can, they can recite the book by memory. And so I think I really, really like working with that, especially with our kiddos with special needs, because they can see that this print does have meaning, and then they can make meaning from it in an activity really easily. So that leads right into my student work samples. Um, so little one of our students, she did a really great job on hers. She colored all of the animals appropriately with the right color that was described in the book. She really, really enjoyed this. She enjoys activities a lot. And so that was one success of many that I had during the course of my student teaching. And then I just wanted to showcase some other learners too that worked on something similar. I mean, it was the same activity and it was a similar outcome. This student really, really liked the purple cat. So that's where the most of the coloring was. And I think it also just showcases the diverse needs and the diverse learning that happens in our classrooms. Next, I have my activity matrix assignment for one of my target students that is here. I previously have submitted that. So you've seen that already. And then that carries on to this next page. And then I was really proud of my progress monitoring tool that I came up with too. And I think that this is a really nice layout that I came up with. And I will definitely be using something similar to this in the future with my students. Because I think just like checks and tallies makes it really easy to document throughout the day while you're here, there, and everywhere and doing many things throughout the day. Making it simple to document progress is critical. And then I also left comments, an area for comments there. Next, I have my family communication form. This also is something that I look forward to using with my students in my future classroom. I think that it's nice that I laid it out for each day, and then you can send it home at the end of the week. We go Monday through Thursday typically. Of course, I could edit that. Like this week, we actually have students on Friday. So, I mean, I could always just go in and edit that or make another copy of it to use when we do have school Monday through Fridays with our students. And then I also left plenty of room at the end for comments because some days or weeks may need more communication than others. Next, I have my reflection and growth essay. That was pretty lengthy, so I wasn't able to put it on a cover page or anything like that. But that is included here. And then at the end, I used one of the templates for classroom management. Classroom management looks different in every environment, especially with our young learners. I think that classroom management looks a lot different than it would in like an 8th grade classroom or something like that. So I really just focused on the fact that I intentionally phrase all expectations in a positive manner. I try to redirect in a positive manner. Everything that I try to say and focus on with my students, I try to frame positively. So telling them what to do, not what not to do. And I encourage students to participate in all tasks and as well as allowing them to be safe in the classroom among their peers and the adults. This is very important and critical to their learning. They must, of course, feel safe and know that they are capable. So that's just kind of my classroom management, I would say, just knowing that they are capable of doing anything and supporting them in whatever they may need to do that. And then I also included some of my classroom experience. I just highlighted a few things that I've done in my career. I was a lead teacher in a center for 4 years. I worked as a substitute in a resource classroom in middle school for 2 years. And I currently work as a special education aide / childcare worker. The title has recently changed. So whatever you want to refer to me, I am support staff in an ECSE classroom right now. And then I also wanted to showcase one of my assignments from a previous course. This just shows my want for advocacy and some of the things that I have found in that area. So that was just a little something extra that I wanted to add in there because I was really excited about the way that this turned out, and I gathered some really great information for families. Yeah, so that's my portfolio. Thank you.